Let's go, everybody. This is a replay cast from Playday 2 of the Rejuvenation Cup. We start with an Orc mirror between FoCuS and Soin. FoCuS, prior to the last weekend, the best Orc in the world, was of course then surpassed, I guess, by said Soin, who won War 3 Champions. I think we can say this now. I don't have sound. Why do I have no sound? It should be on, but it isn't. Why? You hear it, right? I don't. Ha! If only we had an option where this would distribute our sound. We have sound, that's enough. True! So, we got Soin facing FoCuS, Korean Orc Derby, FoCuS in the blue, bottom left hand side, FoCuS upper right, especially in Orc mirror. I think Soin going into this as a little bit of underdog. Mind you, these games are already 10 days old, or a little more. Maybe it's a headset. You are 100% right. I didn't enable my headset. I'm an idiot. Okay, sorry about the little delay. Here we go, game one. This is how we watched Warcraft, everybody. Do you remember when everything was zoomed in like this and we didn't have zoom? Crazy times. FoCuS upper right hand side is of course once again the best of 6 format, even though it says best of 7 at the top. Remind you, best of 6. So first to 4 gets 2 points. If you get a 3-3, a draw, then it's 1 point. And Soin playing this very, very differently than his opponent, as he's not going for headhunters, but fast tech grunts. Sir Samsa, I thank you for fixing my tech issues. So, grunt opening here for creeping, which is kind of becoming the norm, I think. In more and more matchups, on more and more maps. Soin, of course, trying to buy time. Oh, was there a last hit? Nope. But he might be able to get the wolves, all resummoned, all healthy, and now what are you really going to do? Preventing level 2 is, I think, the #1 thing you can accomplish with this little harass, as your opponent is not going for a shop. Maybe go for some chip damage, try to cause some trouble, try to make it easier for creeps. That's the game plan here early, and then overwhelm with tier 2, as we have this fast tier 2 into grunts. Seems like a relatively new style in Orc mirror, though. Something that I haven't seen too often. It's either Blade Master, Grunts, Raider, Walker, Kodo, or Farseer, Headhunter, and then there's of course a myriad of variations. For tower pushes, for mass Headhunters, for Berserkers, for tier 3. And even on Soin's side, I wouldn't be too opposed to seeing a tower push. Yeah, he's up against headhunters, which makes it hard. But with a lot of grunts, if he does the damage and comes in with the Fire Lord, it seems like a decent chance. Especially with the 2 headhunters being so low, and that, I mean, if I know Soin well enough, that's his game plan. He is preventing level 2. Problem for Soin is his Farseer HP, as there is level 2 now. Plus, if anything is getting in range of headhunters, they take a lot of damage.
Forces are under attack.
And wolves hack and slay away. Oh my. Double bestiary. Shadow Hunter double bestiary. He's not playing Wyvern, is he? That seems like suicide to me. If you play Wyvern versus Headhunters. Mass Raiders on the other side might work. There's dodge fights, as you know, that ideally you want to creep a ton at the beginning of tier 2 if you are the headhunter player. FoCuS is doing a good job keeping all of them alive and also healthy. And so on. He needs to heal up before he can do anything. We'll see his unit choice in a second. Kodos is suicide, Wyvern is suicide, and yeah, Ensnare into Raiders it is. And then what's he playing? Playing a base race, I guess. Huh. A new way of playing Orc Mirror. He caused some delay, but now FoCuS is almost level 3. He played nicely around this. Level 2 wolves are definitely a threat to Raiders. But the younger Korean
player's forces are under attack.
With Hex trying to find some kills, but how? Trying to find some reinforcements, but there are none. TC and Shaman, the mix of choice, and Soin just wanna skip fights probably throughout the entire game. 0 experience on Soin, level 3 on FoCuS, who also has an interesting creep route choice, going from the middle to the outskirts, playing this more safe. With faster headhunters, you can claim the middle if you want to, but he didn't. Just wanted some peace, just wanted level 3, and that succeeds. 500 XP advantage. Plus freedom on the TC as well. Not a good game for Soin, that's for sure. And on this map, with wolves, there should always be scouting by FoCuS. How do you pass the middle of the map without being scouted? Because if you're scouted, it is very easy to react to this. Just stay home, defend there, let the TC stomp away. Horrible, horrible game for Soin. Yeah, you're right. Thus far at least. Seems like his game plan is not working out. In theory, I can totally see that working. If the Farsi is not getting to 3, if his tech is even faster, or he delays some tech if he gets a headhunter in the middle. But FoCuS is just accelerating like crazy. And usually with grunts and raiders, you don't want to creep. You want to go almost resonance style, ultra aggression, go for pillage. Now Soin is creeping, Boots of Kalthalas, still hoping, wishing he had a Blade Master. The Chinese still play the old version without the pawn here, most of the times.
Player's forces are under attack.
Should be able to fix this, guys. So, pillage has been researched long ago. He wanted to do that for quite some time, but only now at the 9-minute mark he's getting it. And this reeks of desperation. Of course, if you attack an expensive building, you get more from pillage. But let's see, Hex on the TC, not bad, but Town Portal out immediately. Not the slightest chance to get big damage on the fortress. How much gold was that? 100 only? That's not much. That's exactly what I mean. Like, of course it was a TP as well, so you have to add 325 gold to it. Now you got double disable though, TC Stomp, Hex. And that alone takes away a lot of that siege damage. Plus, It's nicely walled off at most sides. The peons can come in, repair here. So let's go. Second fight, and raiders are horrible fighters. They're great in wrecking buildings and they're great for the end snare and disable, etc, etc. But in a straight up fight, I mean, against Shaman, they do have their spot. Soin is losing the Shadow Hunter in mere seconds though. And FoCuS is absolutely dominating this. No heal wave available, no dispel available as well, so good luck. You can't just, all you can do is run away, trying to cause more building damage. But there's Bloodlust already, level 4, level 3, everything he wants. Even Berserk. So medium armor versus siege damage. You know exactly how that goes. So, let's go again. Every hit is like 40 gold or something. Does that even pay for the town portal? I don't think so. Lightning shield used as well. I mean, supply-wise, it's still fairly even, but that's all that Soin can do for the rest of the game.
Players' forces are under
And I love that FoCuS is responding to this rather quickly. Spike barricades, now he can afford it. Tower, he can afford it. And creep speed will always be advantageous for FoCuS, like even if someone wants to switch gears. You can't, really. Berserkers, of course, don't have the best damage type against raiders. But in mass, when they focus down, especially when the raiders can't move, plus wolf, plus chain lightning. More and more towers. This is of course not how you really want to play as FoCuS. I guess you want to go for stylish orc fights, but yeah, let's go. Interesting that he never goes for reinforced defenses. Town portal again, into everything. Soin does a good job in hexing this TC. And if his plan is to exchange town portals for speed scrolls, he did a decent job, but try run away, even with the speed scroll against Purge and Stomp, it's basically impossible. Reinforced defenses does bad against siege damage. You're very right, mate. I kind of forgot about that. But yeah, you are 100% right. So, the supply, once again, relatively even, but as long as the TC has mana, the fights will go one way. Shout out to Soin for making this somewhat close, but with that tech advantage, it seems impossible to get something done. Constantly applying new heal salves. That's expensive. Oh, that's a money stomp right there. At level 4 for more movement speed. Quite surprised how much damage Soin is doing. But yeah, here's the combos that I mentioned. And we don't really have to pretend this is super close, is it? Sweet Invo Potion. He did use... Oh, no, the Mana Stone is actually on FoCuS's FoCuS. Chain Lightning, zappity zap, Shadow Hunter down again for the second time. Close to level 3, actually a little lucky. But what is the strat even Soin? FoCuS must Raiders. Did you see this work before somewhere? Kinda odd. And if you see your opponent is creeping your gold mine, you know something is wrong with your game. And his FoCuS seems like he's turning the table now as he goes for a base race. This raider damage is just absolutely nothing. Cloak of Flames, not for his heroes, that's for sure. More and more reinforcements going down the drain. Swoop! Another kill while killing the shop. Oh, and I guess the Shadow Hunter. He won't have the time to save this grunt. Might even be caught again immediately. Okay, once again an open battle. Something you always want to dodge if you're fighting with raiders once again in the middle of it all. Good FoCuS position here with the cloak. You see the damage it does? It's not to be underestimated ever. By level 3 wolves now. This is just domination by FoCuS. I guess this is just a result of the wrong / hard countered strategy. Whee, these Stomps. TC carry once again. TC and Stomp. He might be fragile until a certain level. And that is game indeed. Autumn Leaves, first map, FoCuS, first win. And that means he's a step away, or 2 steps away, 3 steps away from the points he needs. There was a question in chat earlier. I don't even know. If there's playoffs for this. I'm really not sure. Or if it's just the round robin. Wow. FoCuS was on the way to Witch Doctor Master. Would have loved to see this. But alright. The big upside here with the replay cast. We don't need to wait at all. Cool to see there's like 1,200 viewers with me. Just for a replay cast. I don't take this for granted. That means a lot of people are just here because of me. And, of course, the games. And it doesn't really matter if they're live or not. They just want to see good Warcraft. And we got Soin. Upper right hand side. Trying to catch up now. Every point is important in this league. It's round robin, 10 players. Fierce competition. Probably the best round robin we've ever had. This week we have Rejuvenation Cup every single day. Remo was casting this morning already. I will be casting this, of course. And tomorrow at 11, Reju Cup continues. Came for Meisterschaft, stayed for you. Aww. So, FoCuS for FoCuS. Again, same for Soin. And if I look at this, there's no Rags, no Shop. Is he just fast stacking again? Came for near, stayed for near. Yeah, we have no delay, everybody. So if you want to know anything, just let me know. Except everything that I've talked about in the pre-game. In the first half an hour. We had a little bit of a mini podcast together earlier today. And yeah, it is the no war mill tier
Players'
2
forces
tech
are under
again.
attack.
Oh, I missed the podcast. Just tune in to the early stage of the stream later, after the games are done. And I will bring the podcast back, of course, now that Remo is back. I will have some more time. So, Farseer harass once more. Is it just the same straight up strategy? I guess here it's a little harder to scout. Except if you find sentry ward somewhere, that's just great then.
A player's forces are under attack.
But FoCuS could be on the entire left lane, the entire right hand side. Might be easier to surprise your opponent a bit on CH.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, he's just playing the same. So can he prevent level 2 longer? Can he put more damage onto the headhunters? I think it's a lot about the early game. Because if FoCuS gets to tier 2 without many losses, he will just spiral out of control at the beginning of tier 2. Better hero for that, better units for creeping. But as I said, here on this map, he might be a little further outside. On Autumn Leaves, I guess you're mostly busy with the camps in the middle. Mercenary camp and lab. But yeah, Soin can't really do too much. The advantage of headhunters early on. And you see it already. Once he's level 2, like the jump whenever the Farseer leaves him alone, because he has to, because there's wolves constantly chipping away and headhunters throwing their spears. Oh, did I talk too soon? Yes, headhunter going down, not bad. Take the second one. Plus he can heal here, if it's not disrupted.
A player's forces are under
Shout out to Foggy, by the way, who gave me the replays. Very nice guy. Foggy is a real bro. Creepjack opportunity right before the tier 2, but it's again Shadowhunter. Oh, who's gonna get the last hit? I think it was FoCuS, right? So he's attacking into this still so strong Farseer Headhunter combo before his tier 2 army is there.
A player's forces are under attack.
Feels like an anti-timing. Now that the shop is up, he can heal as well. TC is around the corner. So how do you play the Shadowhunter timing advantage? I guess with ultra aggression now. Oh, the healing got cancelled. Not the most expensive thing in the world, but... $30 is $30.
A player's forces are under attack.
And by now, I mean, FoCuS knows what he's facing, right? Okay, these timings, these Farseer run plays, I've seen that before. I know exactly what you're doing. And never change a winning team when you're FoCuS.
A player's forces are under attack.
Not a big fan of Soin strat. But FoCuS respects it. Goes for Storm first. Of course, he can't be of the opinion that he's gonna be left alone for a while. Use the first hex already on the Lord to make sure it sticks here. Pillage, defend upgrade, and go. But that is level 2 on the TC. That is the Endurance Aura. And yeah, it's basically a Watch Award. Watch a ward on a wolf.
A player's forces are under
And with that,
attack.
Soin has once again to abandon this attack or find another way around, but he's going the long way around. And FoCuS can just shut the door here. Spike barricades this time earlier, so everything will take more damage. Soin doesn't get a foot on the ground. Guys, I'm honest with you. FoCuS plays this almost perfectly in a defensive way.
A player's forces are under attack.
If he's not getting caught too quickly. Rate of focus on the shaman is really nice. Might lose one. Only now level 2. But this is a fight before Berserker is done, and he might get a few kills here. But with this, a couple of headhunters going down, both shaman down. So far, Soin is doing a great job in this very fight, but that's the best situation he's ever gonna be in. So how well does he play with this advantage now? He must assert map control. He must make use of that map control, because the headhunters won't be too easy to kill in a bit once this upgrade is done. If he lets go once, there will be shaman. Okay, if this entire game, I don't think it's for this power spike. If it would be for the fight and the power spike, there's no need to upgrade pillage. So the initial idea by Soin must be something else. Must be the base race, obviously. But FoCuS realizing this quick, never moved too far away from his base, never gave an opening to this sad base race. It's his best chance to brute force this with... Okay, Scroll of the Beast will not drop anymore. But also there's not too many big camps on the map, except the fountains. So... he's got a scout. If there's creeping going on for FoCuS. And then aim for the base race, but FoCuS keeps the town portal, of course.
A player's forces are under attack.
What is a base race? If both players are trying to kill the base of the other player without really fighting or portaling back home. Basically, they gave up their own base because they are of the opinion that they will be able, to kill the opponent's base quicker to win the game. That is an objective. So very aggressive TP. FoCuS still at 40 supply with the tier 3 upgrades now though. Oh, Epicenter Stomp and Chain Lightning. Beauty. So once again, couple of kills in Soin's favor, but this time the supply heavily swings. As every raider, 3 supply down. That's number 2 or 3. That will be number 4. And he's trading favorably, I guess. If you trade a raider for a headhunter, headhunters are super cheap. And raiders are quite on the expensive side of things. Slamka, thank you for the 47-month resub.
A player's forces are under attack.
And FoCuS, of course, knows. Yes, he gave up the TP and did not buy it back. But with the level 2 stomps, he should be fine in every fight. With level 2 chain lightning, he should be fine in every fight. At least there's a little bit of healing against that now. Advanced spiked barricades. When do you ever see this? Very, very rarely. Now the creeps are helping too. Still, Soin trying desperately to get to the back line, get to the shaman to do the max amount of damage. And he does in the end, but until they reach the back line, they take lots of damage, as well as the Kodo here. Oh, oh, oh. Stomp again, so big. Lightning shield on top. Ouch! So much lightning everywhere. Soin is bringing the boys, but they are just as shocked as we are from the outcome of this fight. Well, actually, not too much, but, you know, it's a nice play of words when it comes to Chain Lightning and Lightning Shield. Every spell is at least one kill. That's mana well invested. Soin is just down to having nothing. Nerd Slayer, thank you for the prime. It's not as dominant as game 1, where basically at the 4-minute mark, I never saw a chance for Soin to come back, but it's also once again his game plan disrupted because he wants to go for pillage and base race and getting money there, but FoCuS is always there like a bouncer. This is not your evening, mate. Go to another bar. Impressive, given the weaker early game, how well FoCuS is fighting here. Soin is fighting here. But in the end, he's kneecapped by his strat and by his, like, let's call it late game army composition and hero composition. So the fight in the bottom was nice, but there was never a follow-up. He tried to, but then the tier 3 by FoCuS was done. And then, I mean, Storm, Purge, Hex. It's an insane amount of crowd control. And you can't run away. Even with the speed scroll, you can just purge the speed scroll. And if you're behind and try to catch up, and then your units are getting caught, spells disaster for you, everybody. Can't even go for a sneaky tiny great hole because he never made it to tier 3. FoCuS on the other side is expanding. Upgraded spikes means everything that attacks the building will take damage. Let's take a look. How good is it? That's some notable damage. Was that 20 damage a hit? Damn. All the units caught here. You would love to have a TC as well. The Chain Lightning does some damage, but here once again level 5 on the FoCuS. Focus on Soin's first hero. And it's just an overwhelming mass of units, and if you lose some, you can rebuild them and they're instantly part of the fight. Hex lasts forever. Oh, Soin, what do you do with 2 raiders and 2 heroes and tier 2 to challenge FoCuS? It's a rough one. Was a little bit of a last resort, moving to the fountain, trying to catch levels there. But that is game and FoCuS. Not only taking the first map, but also the second map. Autumn Leaves and Concealed Hill both going to him, and I guess so, and it's time for you to abandon this strategy. It's not the greatest strategy I've ever seen. What do you guys think? Is there potential for this to work? If so, I think it's such a narrow timing window. I guess it can work if the early game goes perfectly. And the timing hits perfectly. But from all the strategies... From all the strategies you can go for in Orc Mirror, is that the one you want to take? I don't know. Not convinced. You're wearing the Neo and Zion costume again? Stop it, otherwise I'm gonna start dodging comments. Well, 2-0 for FoCuS. One more win would secure at least 1 point for him. And 3 match points for more. So in bottom left hand side, Northern Isles this time. Is DL a second viable strat versus Orc? AoE and TC? Ah, as an undead you mean? Not really. Some can make it work. But I wouldn't think so. No. Rather Dark Ranger. Depends on what the Orc plays, of course. So this is already different, and this is already pleasing me a little more than everything you played before. There's still no... Oh, it's a Blade Master. Blade Master grunts, the former standard for many years. And FoCuS just sticks with the winning strat. Farseer heads. Okay, Soin can have a tremendous Blade Master play on a good day, but it always feels like you need to have a little bit of luck these days on top of extraordinary scouting. There's definitely potential for the Blade Master to cause a lot of trouble and a lot of damage, but Farseer Headhunters seem more reliable for now. Did Soin beat Happy twice? Yes, he did. In 1 weekend. And he goes Blade Master creeping into Voodoo Lounge finish. You guys are pretty smart, right? What's this? This just the mask of the Shadow Hunter? Or is that some sort of grunt? What's the LED sign at the Voodoo Lounge? Do you guys know? A rune? I think it's too close to a grunt or this voodoo mask. Troll voodoo mask, right? Shadowhunter-esque rune.
A player's forces are under attack.
But what does it say? Come back later? Everything on sale? Black Friday soon? It says open. Huh, that makes sense, yeah. Or 24/7, because you can literally 24/7 go to the Voodoo Lounge. I think Soin missed the timing hard here, by the way. Couldn't get a single steal, couldn't steal the item. He got decent items, plus level 2. Oh, sick deny. FoCuS feels like he's in really good shape here at the time they played. It says work.
Are under attack.
Oh. Oh, whoopsie. Shadowhunter kind of stuck. It is not without losses, so I think this is already better. Close. Better than all the FoCuS attempts to buy time. But yeah, we've seen just yesterday in the Being Esports qualifier how you can just win a game with the Blade Master with perfect timing and a little bit of luck, as Armin was able with the Blade Master in Orc Mirror to defeat Johnny Cage. Oh. And he didn't get this? Oh no. Finally get something done. Shadowhunter and Shaman here as well. So no Raider Walker. Firelord, hey! SK Hard! Yeah, why not? Why not? You have good damage. No overwhelming levels on the blade, nor an overwhelming inventory. Wait, did he ever go for Warmill? Oh, he did not! He can't go for Headhunters, nor the Demolisher, nor Counter Towers. Ay. No upgrades. That is 100% true. No reinforced defenses. Nothing. FoCuS is supply block, but does he even need more? I'm not too sure. Mass summons. Single target dispel will of course be of help. But just look at this crazy FoCuS fire. I think 2.5 volleys depending on the RNG. And he's done. And how is Soin supposed to reach towers? Wow. Feels like FoCuS is barely losing anything of big value. Definitely a good coverage of the towers. They will be up in a bit. He's leapfrogging forward. And the potion he bought is already gone. Can he reach for something? Oh man, that's so much damage. And that is time for the towers to be up. That's the burrow kill. Still no Warmill. Soin getting obliterated in this push. Yeah, good luck healing anything against these two towers. Everything you use will be so hurt that it's easy to pick off. Soulburn or Incinerate? Guess it's Incinerate. One of these heroes will soon die. Reveal used. Uh-oh, speed scroll. Is it another escape? Or both heroes so low? Supply count so low. Supply blocked as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's just getting wrecked. This tower is soon to be up. And then what do you even build? Soin seems to have a little bit of hope, somehow. Blade Master and Claws, of course, a nice combo. Hope for the crits. He's skilling it on level 2. But 2 Shaman down. And the Shadowhunter as well. GG. 3-0 for FoCuS. Nothing seems to be, or seemed to be working for Soin on this day. And this felt really brutal. So much time for the FoCuS early on. Just to creep. He missed all of his timings, really? Early on? Gave FoCuS the time, gave FoCuS the entire natural. Different, very different from the game they played merely a week later, where Soin was able to win 2-1 in War 3 Champions. Did you guys see that clip of Soin and Chemico, by the way? That's hilarious. So, this is from our Discord. Shout out to Rakram for sharing this. I just put it in there. So, Soin was playing against Chemico on ladder. And Chemico was tower pushing Soin. As you can see, the tower's there, Soin under siege. Got the demo up, trying to defend against Chemico. There's Chemico. Hey, how's it going, mate? Can you defend this? Ridiculous. What a troll. What a troll. Living together, trolling each other. Ah, that was great. That was just great. These guys are great lads. 0 APM gameplay. Well, the towers are up, the towers are up. What can you do? So we're moving on to map 4 in this series, which might be the last Orc Mirror here today, as FoCuS has the 3-0 lead, or at that point had the 3-0 lead, had the 1 point already, so it's only up for debate if it's gonna be 1 point for Soin if he wins 3 other games back to back to back, or FoCuS closes this out. So either the start of the comeback for our War 3 champion, or the end of the Orc Mirror. So on upper right hand side, Amazonia is the map. Not a big fan of the Chinese still playing them, but hey, what can you do? We just follow and we're happy for the games. When was this played? January 15, so a week, 10 days ago. Roundabout. Soin. Oopsie. That's the right colors. What now? FoCuS, Blade Master, Headhunters. What do we got? Soin aiming again for not Headhunters, and on the other side, the same. The honorable. The one and only honorable Orc Mirror with 2 blades involved. That's what the orcs say, at least. Still a little bit of diversity, as we have a Voodoo Lounge here. So it's catching up just a little bit later. So when it's such a FoCuS is such a godfather. Well, for now, only a father. I saw on Instagram that his little kid is already watching Warcraft, seeing how father performs, and on that very day, I guess was pretty proud. Can he trigger that lightning shield? Yes, sir. So I guess you have to stop command and attack the rogue, and then it casts the lightning shield on you, just not attack the renegade wizard from distance, I guess. That's how Annoying Warcraft told me, or I kind of forgot how it works, not too sure. Lightning shield on the other side, so they start on even footing. Ring against circlet. In even trades, of course the circlet is better. And more HP also better for trades, but very tanky blade on Soin's side. Of course not what you want if you're already down 1-0. He keeps the items though, values it. If you want to tank a little more with the blade, keep damage away from your grunts, that might save you a heal self here and there. Which is 30 gold, which is nice to have. I wouldn't mind having 30 gold. But yeah, a little bit of a tiny advantage for FoCuS, I guess. The green spot not entirely crept for FoCuS as he got the peon, and with that the level 2. Both are going for the mercenary camps. This is something that Fly exploited. But nice, last hit. Item though, 2 FoCuS. Belt of Giant Strength, so it was only for the experience. Always it feels bad, man. A very big feels bad, man, actually. One of the biggest items on the map, and wait, can you chase this grunt down? Okay, he will. Big attention going to this, also lots of mana going into this, but makes up for the bit of experience that he didn't get at the mercenary camp before. Cloak also, like, how unlucky is Soin here?
Players' forces are under attack.
T2 tech both around the corner. FoCuS is becoming a little more confident, I guess, despite the bash kobolds going into the middle. Soin is right around the corner here. Doesn't have to fear. Nice. Doesn't have to fear a Shadowhunter Hex at the moment. He knows the timings, of course, inside and out. But Disrupt's creeping, steals a little, buying time for his own units. Seems like FoCuS is a tiny bit ahead, tech-wise. Just a couple of seconds. Heh. That troll stays true to his name. Can he steal again? That would be level 3. Only for Soin. But the Shadowhunter is earlier for FoCuS though. If there's no big miracle, FoCuS should be able to get this. Oh, it's so important. The belt is paying off so big. And yeah, so we know Shadowhunter is out, Hex is here, no chance. Tome of Agility in the second circlet, even more damage. Finally, Soin is able to get that Trapper with that finally level 3. But Raider Walker already coming for FoCuS, as you can see, while Soin just finished the buildings. It's just every single timing, FoCuS is ahead. Except level 3 Blade Master, I guess, but therefore more experience on the Shadowhunter. And I would say the Shadowhunter is more important in the mid game. Definitely not important our Ruined Bracers. Sick move by Soin. Moving into the position, knowing where his opponent is creeping, intercepting reinforcements, killing it off. That's a freebie with Hex. And no TP here, just a speed scroll. How far can you go? How far do you want to go? The most even Orc mirror so far. FoCuS is losing a unit, maybe 2. Oh no! Oh no, there's a speed scroll for Soin, but he gets in range anyway with the backstep and the crit. That prevents the Shadowhunter from creeping, of course. Big experience on the Blade Master, but he would love to trade. He would die to trade now. Man, if FoCuS finds the time to creep anything, he's so far ahead. Okay, and that is the big experience for the Shadow Hunter who needs the heal wave soon. He doesn't have one. Can he pass an invo potion or something? Backstab doesn't get a crit. Heal scroll. It isn't Soin overcommitting to this kill. Oh no, he's just losing 2 units while FoCuS is he just losing nothing? Hex. Oh, if you can use the invo. The block! Oh no! Coming out of the shadows for the backstab of the Blade Master's trap. What a disaster for Soin. When it rains, it pours. I think in 6 out of 4 games, this works. And he gets the kill. To be honest and stuff, that was a heal scroll and an invo potion. But also on the cost of a TP and so many units and... 6 out of 4, new math confirmed. You know, it's a little early in the date. I'm gonna get on your American math level. Six out of 10, of course.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, he really wanted that hero kill there because he lost his own hero first, and that would have been the window to come back and catch up in Shadowhunter levels. So that was just the most important thing at that very moment. So he couldn't use it, and oh, creeping with Kodos. That's a nice name for a movie. No overwhelming inventories. It's not that one guy has a flute and the other one has just nothing. Guess a little bit more damage on Soin, but that evens out with the Kodo being present. There's none for Soin. Doesn't even have the Wommel yet. Close to 4. Can crit make the difference? Ah, it's 3.8. Soin absolutely doesn't want to fight. If he'd had one wish, what not to do at the 11-minute mark is fighting. FoCuS plays an amazing map control for pretty much 3 minutes. Doesn't allow anything for Soin to happen, while always creeping a little bit. This well done? Can he get the steal? Ah, FoCuS knows. Does he not? I think he does. Getting closer and closer to level 4. Next kill, whatever side is level 4. Ha! Steal. Sweet. But yeah, with that he has to engage, and that's the heal wave advantage. He's trying to make up for it with the heal scroll, which is neat. No focus fire on Kodos by Soin, which usually is the #1 way to go, but maybe he's hoping for some Hail Mary or whatever. Heal scroll committed. So much mana left. So much mana left. Finally a Kodo, but I guess Soin already in the process of this fight. Losing too much. One player has a damage aura, the other player doesn't have a damage aura, and 6 supply eaten just like that. Oh man, that's horrible. Blade Master just hacking and slaying away at this one Kodo that was allowed into this game for Soin. Good heal wave, but still the level 1. So FoCuS pretty much destroyed Soin with every single style. Against base race, against mass raiders, with the tower push, and straight up Shadowhunter dies for the 2nd time, and that is game, and that is a whooping 4-0. didn't think that would be the result, as I wasn't spoiled before or anything. I thought Soin would try a lot more with tier 3, as that is usually his style, or FoCuS Headhunter, or even TC Headhunter, but that felt a little off. Maybe it wasn't Soin's day, maybe he was a little under the weather. FoCuS played good. FoCuS played pretty much as I expect a FoCuS to play. But yeah, Soin then went on a week later and wins W3 Champions, which I think maybe might be, or it was the biggest achievement of his life. So he made up for that one-off performance. We're still high on the Soin hype train. FoCuS gets 2 points here in the quickest fashion possible. And that is almost 2 hours into the broadcast, the first game done.